there was only one source of potential problems. I might as well mention it. I was a conscript soldier and paid next to nothing. The Commonwealth soldiers were paid a vast amount, I wouldn't say 10 times as much, but they were paid on a different scale than we were. They were regular soldiers, but their pay was far in advance of any British soldier. The Canadians were the best paid, then came the Australians. The New Zealanders were closer to us, but it was very embarrassing with the amount of money they had to fling around. That's the only. It never became a problem because most of the other soldiers share. This is when you're on leave. They share their money around a bit, very generously. But it was a problem. It could have been a problem. The minor problems. The president of the local Korean vets, he's just died actually. He's a tough old sergeant major, you know, a caricature of an old-fashioned soldier. And on that Christmas Day, when I came out of the hospital, we had turkey, you see, and that was the traditional thing. But the Canadians were sent lamb because the Australians were getting fresh meat. And the Canadians got some of this lamb, and they didn't like, they'd never tasted lamb really. They wanted ham or turkey. That was all they had to groan about. What do you think? And the Australians were very good with they were the closest Commonwealth country, and they shipped the food directly from Australia. And it was much better than we were getting in post-World War II Britain. I mean, they did export quite a bit to Britain at the time, but it was scarce and greatly valued, whereas the Australians wouldn't fight without fresh meat and fresh fruit and that kind of thing, and lots of beer. So it was interesting to see. I had leave in Tokyo before I went home, and a camp was called Ebisu in the middle of Tokyo, and that's where the four main countries of the Commonwealth mixed, and you could see there was quite a lot of camaraderie there, which you can't take it away, but there's also a bit of rivalry. Especially when one crowd got too much money.